So, before I describe what my documentary is about, I'd like to start with a story of kind of how I got the idea. So, a couple weeks ago, I was playing Fortnite with a friend, and one of their friends joined the party. He was like, "Oh, you're that Jewish guy, right?" And I don't really consider myself to be very religious. Like, I honestly probably know less about Judaism than some people who aren't even Jewish. But anyway, this guy just asked me, "So, what do you eat?" And I didn't really get offended or anything. I was just kind of confused. And I was just like, what? Normal people foods. That's why in this documentary, I'm going to be finding out what people all over the world know about Judaism. And I'm going to be doing it over Fortnite.
You serious?
Yes. May I ask you guys some questions?
Yes.
Alright, cool. So the questions are going to be about Judaism.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, see, I actually have like a thing to go do, so yeah, I'm just gonna peace out.
Are you serious?
Aquavius, bro, I told you not to answer this question, Aquavius.
Your teacher's probably gonna kill you, but it's fine.
Oh, as in, I don't want you to ask anyone anything.
So, I'm live. Is this appropriate, or is it TOS?
That wasn't an actual project, though, you're memeing.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
But I did actually end up with a fair amount of successful interviews, so here they are. So this is going to be a topic that you might have no knowledge on, but just try to answer the questions to the best of your ability, alright?
Oh god, okay.
Alright. Do you know what the word Judaism means?
Yeah.
What do you know about it?
It's a religion.
It's the Jewish religion.
No, I've heard of it, but I don't know if I can define it, but I heard of it.
I've heard of it.
It's some political bro.
Top religion, ain't it?
Do you know what the word Judaism means?
No.
You never heard of the word Judaism or Jew?
Oh, yeah.
And what do you know about that word?
Nothing really, to be honest. I've heard it in world history.
I've heard of it before. I've been to church a couple times.
You see, I don't even know what that is, so
Judaism, yes, I've heard of it.
So, you know it's like a religion, or?
Yeah, something like that, I know.
Wait, what's that word again?
Judaism.
Is that like something with the quarter branches or something like that?
It's a religion.
Oh, no, I don't know that.
Any words come to mind when you hear the word Jewish?
Hebrew. Jewish. Honestly, just Hebrew, to be honest.
Jewish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Jerusalem.
I literally think of God. I guess like Germans.
Religion.
Do you know any Jews?
I do not know.
I do not know.
You have friends that are Jewish, or you just happen to know people?
Yeah, I dated one too.
Yeah, I just had a couple friends that were Jewish.
Do you think Judaism is significantly different from other religions?
Some people practice Orthodox Judaism, so I mean, like, that's a little bit more extreme than like some stuff, but not mixing meat and dairy. Like, it's a little different, but it's what they do. So I'm not one to judge.
Frost, you gonna answer any?
Hell no, I don't know nothing about this, bro.
Do you think Judaism is like significantly different from any other religions?
Not necessarily, but I mean it's different beliefs, I guess. So like,
I think it's very, to what I know of it, I feel like it's very similar to like Christianity or Catholicism, but I'm like I said, I don't really know too much about it, so I would say it's very close to them.
Yeah. You guys use mats to pray?
Can you think of any common Jewish names?
Ezekiel, maybe David. I don't know, some common names. I think they're very similar to other names.
Abraham.
I don't know why. Probably because I watch like a lot of Rick and Morty, but the name Morty comes to mind.
Do you know of any Jewish foods?
Baklava? Or is that what it's called? Baklava?
Hamburgers.
No. Wait, no. Okay, if I just had to randomly guess, I don't know why, but I would just say biscuits. But I don't think that has anything to do with with the Jewish community.
Do you know of any Jewish holidays?
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah?
Hanukkah. And that is about it. Yep.
Hanukkah, the fasting one.
Do you know any famous Jews?
Not that I know of. I don't know if Adam Sandler is, but he might be.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's the only one I really know.
Morty.
Steve Carell.
Okay.
I don't know if he's Jewish or not. I feel like he may be, though. I feel like I might have seen him wear a yarmulke one time, but I don't know if that's means he's Jewish. I mean, a lot of people who wear yarmulkes for certain events and stuff.
There's just a rapper. And not a rapper. He's like a song artist. The Jewish Unicorn.
Never heard of him.
It's kind of weird.
Can you tell me, like, roughly, like, what region of the United States you're from? Like, you know, what state maybe?
The South, Texas. I'm from Wisconsin, though. I didn't learn anything about Jews in Texas. I know all that information from when I lived in Wisconsin for 14 years. There's a lot of people up there, and there's, like, no Jewish people in Texas.
All right, cool. Thank you very much for your responses. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, no problem.
Yeah.
Have a good day, bro.
You too. All right, so to go along with the questions I asked people in Fortnite, I also made a survey about Judaism and just religion in general and sent it in a bunch of online forums. So we have a good amount of responses. We have about 60, and I'm just going to read these off and see if there's anything interesting here. So in terms of religions, 58.6% claimed that they were non-religious, 27.6% said that they were Christian or Catholic, only 6.9% said that they were Jewish. One person believed in Native American creationism. There was someone who follows Hinduism. So for the first question about Judaism was, do you know any Jewish people? The first choice was, I'm Jewish and I have Jewish friends. And 4 people checked that. The next one was, I'm Jewish but I don't know too many Jews. No one actually checked that. The next one was, yes, I have many Jewish friends. So this is people who aren't Jewish but they have a lot of Jewish friends. And that's only 2 people. Whereas the next one is, yes, I have Jewish friends. So this is people who aren't Jewish but they have few Jewish friends. 38%. And people who said that they met Jewish people before, or, you know, they've only known few, about 25%. 12% aren't really sure if they ever met any Jews. And 10%, or 6 people, said that they definitely don't know any Jews. The next question was, how much knowledge do you think you have about the Jewish religion? 7% would rate themselves a 1, as in they don't know pretty much anything. 38% rate themselves as a 2. 26% would rate themselves as a 3. 19% a 4, and 10% of respondents said that they were 5s and they know the most about Judaism. The next question, I asked people what they know about the Holocaust, and I asked them to guess the number of fatalities. It seemed like most people knew the answer to how many fatalities there were, typically going back and forth between 6 million and 11 million. 11 million is the number of fatalities overall, and I know 6 million is the estimated number of Jewish fatalities. This guy claims that there were 5,000 Jehovah's Witnesses that died. This guy says that there were roughly 60 million fatalities, which is obviously a lot different than the other estimations. I would assume that's maybe the number of fatalities overall in World War II. So yeah, it does seem like most people know the general numbers for the fatalities in the Holocaust. Another question I asked was, have you heard of any Jewish stereotypes? If so, what are they? I'm not going to go through it all, but I'll say that there are definitely a lot of stereotypes here. And I'll end it off with one of the more fun questions I asked. Any additional information you know about Judaism, like foods, holidays, famous actors? So some answers we got were Hanukkah, latkes, and the Sabbath. QF says, I don't know, but they wear those hats. Anonymous says briskets, Shabbat, bar mitzvahs, the Torah, Yom Kippur, Ben Shapiro, kosher foods, menorahs, Passover, Hanukkah, dreidels, matzah balls, yarmulkes. Finally, AB says blue eyes, blonde hair. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. Another thing that I kind of found funny was it seems like almost no one could spell Hanukkah correctly. So in conclusion, what I learned and what I hope you guys learned is not everyone in the world or even the United States necessarily will know about a given religion or ethnicity. And it's not like, you know, everyone's racist or anything. They just might not be educated. We clearly live in a highly educated and informed community, and I'm pretty sure if I would ask any of you guys these questions, you probably get a lot of the information right. A lot of us are going off to college next year, and it's important to be mindful that depending on where you go, not everyone will be as maybe open-minded or as accepting of other cultures as you may be. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hanukkah, here comes Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah.